ones. The Apostle John with you today. I am one of Jesus' closest apostles, and I had a brother named James. We are the sons of Zebedee and Salome. Jesus called us the sons of thunder, probably because we were loud and quick-tempered. God used me to write 5 books of the New Testament. That'd be the Gospel of John, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, and Revelation. Today, I want to tell you an amazing miracle that I witnessed Jesus perform. I hope you all ate a good breakfast today because it is sure to make you hungry. This miracle was also written down by Matthew, Mark, and Luke, who wrote the other 3 Gospels of the Bible. And that would be Matthew, Mark, and Luke. On this particular day, Jesus healed the sick, taught and fed the crowd that was there that day. Now that might sound amazing enough as it is, but it's more amazing how he fed them. This is how it happened. We had just finished an evangelistic mission for Jesus, and we were telling him about it when the crowds heard that Jesus was in town, and they started heading to our house. We hadn't even had a chance to rest or get anything to eat, so we all got into a boat and sailed across to the far side of the Sea of Galilee. The crowd saw that we were sailing to the other side of the lake and decided to follow us on foot by walking and running all the way around the northern end of the lake. No sooner had we sat down with Jesus on the mountainside, here they came looking for us. Jesus looked at the crowd and he had compassion on them, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. So Jesus began teaching them and healing their sick. Now it was getting late, so we suggested to Jesus that he needed to send the crowds away so that they could go to the nearby towns and get something to eat. But Jesus said to Philip, "Where can we buy bread for these people to eat?" My chin dropped, and Philip replied exactly what I was thinking. He said, "That would take more than a year's wages, which is about 200 denarii. Philip went on to say that even then, everyone would only be able to get just a bite to eat. Jesus told us to go and see what we could find among the people. He already knew what he was going to do. Finally, Peter's brother Andrew found a boy who had brought with him 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Can you believe that out of the entire crowd of over 5,000 people, that little boy was the only one who had a lunch? He must have had a good mother. Everyone else had been so excited and so focused on getting to the other side of the lake to find Jesus that they didn't even think about that they might need some food. Kind of like how you guys are when you get together with your friends. You're so excited to see each other and to have fun with each other that you forget that you need to take time to eat. Jesus then told us to have the crowd sit down in groups of hundreds and 50s. He took the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and he prayed and gave thanks for them. And then he proceeded to have us start passing the bread out to the crowd. It was unbelievable. We started handing the bread and the fish out to the people, and they began eating, and Jesus just kept handing more bread and more fish out. Everyone ate until they were fully satisfied, till their bellies were full. Then Jesus told us to go and pick up the pieces of bread that were left over. So you can't complain to your moms when you ask what's for dinner and she says leftovers. Even Jesus and his apostles ate leftovers. There was so much left over that it filled 12 baskets. 12 baskets full of bread. Wait a second. There were 12 basketfuls left over. There were 12 of us apostles. I wonder what Jesus ate. After the people had seen Jesus perform this miracle, they began to say, "Surely this is the prophet who is to come into the world." They thought that Jesus was the prophet that God talked about in Deuteronomy 18:15, who would be like Moses and give bread to God's people every day like the Israelites had manna every day. And they were right. Jesus was the prophet which God had predicted. That was the reason why Jesus performed miracles, and it was to show people that It was so that people would realize that he was the Messiah, the Son of God, and that he was and is God. And he also performed the miracles to get the people to listen to his teachings. The bread and fish that Jesus gave to the people that day only satisfied their hunger for a short period of time. But the teachings of Jesus are really what satisfies us. It was what Jesus taught that would last so much longer than a piece of bread or fish. Those who follow the teachings of Jesus will never have to worry about anything. He will give us everything we need. And I hope that you kids are always as excited to hear about Jesus as that crowd was to find Jesus. I hope you guys have a great day today. And remember to eat your leftovers. And remember that Jesus gives us what we need. And even more so. You know what? Talking about all this, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Anybody else hungry? I think I'm going to get something to eat.